channel. I am so glad that you're here. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please subscribe. It really does help our channel, and we really appreciate all of our awesome subscribers. In today's video, we are going to do a taste test on my homemade Collard Kraut. So sauerkraut is typically made from cabbage, just like this is my beautiful batch of sauerkraut that I made. It is cabbage in a salty brine. Delicious. So a friend of mine gave me a ton of collard leaves, and so I made some into collard greens, but I had so many, so my awesome friend Ashley said I should ferment them. And so I did. I put them into a salty brine water. This is it. This is my Collard Kraut, which is made just like sauerkraut. I will link my other video on cabbage kraut, and I'll put the recipe for this down below. And so I'm here to taste it with you. I took the cover off and smelled it. It is pungent. I watched some videos on how to make Collard Kraut, and it was the same as cabbage kraut, where you slice it up into pieces, put it into a salty brine, and let it ferment. They didn't actually taste test it, so I wanted to show you what happened when I actually made it. So it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like it's rotted or didn't ferment well. It just smells like strong. It's like you put collards into a jar and let them sit for 2 weeks. They just have that really strong, like you take the smell of collards and then multiply it times 10. That's how this smells. But let's see if it tastes good or not. All right, so I'm just gonna take out a piece here. And it looks good, like it doesn't look bad or moldy or anything. But let's find out if you should make this at home or not. All right, we're gonna give it a taste here. All right, I know I'm just nervous because the way it smells. So, well, I brought water just in case. It tastes like collard greens on steroids, and not in a good way. So, unless you really love collards, I would say that Collard Kraut is definitely an acquired taste. It's not bad, and I think I could go for a little bit more, but sauerkraut, I would just eat out of the jar. Collard Kraut, I can't see myself just picking up a fork and digging in. It just, I would say it almost reminds me of BO. And I think I'm gonna feed this to the chickens, basically. Now, if you're like, I love collard greens, I love everything possible, I think you would totally like this. You can put it on salad, you can eat it out of the jar, but unless you're that person, wouldn't recommend. So because of the high moisture content of the collards, it makes this lactic acid fermentation process not go as smoothly as cabbage sauerkraut. Now, my friend actually did share with me another way that you could ferment collard greens, and so I'm going to try that. I'm going to take collards and ferment them more of like in a drier process. So I'm going to marinate it with miso and some other spices, and then stir it every day and see how that goes. And of course, I will update you with a video. In the meantime, let me know in the comments, would you make Collard Kraut? Would you try it? Or if you have other questions, I'm here to answer them. In the meantime, I'm gonna go feed my chickens and work on my next fermenting project. I'm so glad you joined me here today. I will see you right back here next Friday morning for another video right here on our channel. I hope you have a great weekend. And again, if you are new here, please do subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, put them in the comments. And I'll see you next week. Stay awesome.